You're in a real city, doing normal traveler things, and you just want your phone and your money to work without drama. But travel stacks small frictions into one vulnerable moment. Low battery, time pressure, unfamiliar Wi-Fi, delayed bank texts, and an ATM you just need once. That's when scammers, skimmers, and account thieves win, because they're not beating your security. They're beating your attention, your fatigue, and your hurry. In this video, we'll make digital and money safety calm, repeatable, and realistic. No paranoia, no tech overwhelm. Just systems you can run in any country, whether you're on a short trip or living out of a suitcase. If you want practical travel security that reduces risk without ruining the fun, like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Then, keep watching, because by the end, you'll have a simple routine that protects your devices, accounts, and payments where travel actually happens. Travel security isn't about being unhackable. It's about being a hard target and having a clean recovery plan. Reduce exposure by cutting down risky apps, open connections, and public logins. Add friction so you don't make one-tap mistakes, like clicking a link, joining the wrong network, or approving a login you didn't start. Keep options so one lost phone or one compromised card doesn't become a total shutdown. That order matters. First, we harden the device so a thief can't turn your phone into your identity. Then we handle connectivity, because the network is the gate to your accounts. Next, we stop account takeovers, because phishing is the fastest path to control. Finally, we design payments and cash habits that are boring, compartmentalized, and safe, even when you're tired and distracted. The best time to upgrade travel security is before you pack. Start with your phone like it's a small safe. Use a strong passcode and treat biometrics as convenience on top, not a replacement. Then stop lock screen leaks. If your phone shows full message previews, verification codes, and email subjects while locked, you've handed attackers a shortcut. Set notifications so the lock screen reveals minimal details, and consider limiting what can be accessed while locked, like control center toggles or wallet actions, so a thief can't quickly change settings. Next, tighten account recovery. Most travel account losses happen through resets, not hacks. If someone gets into your email or your text messages, they can reset passwords and cascade into everything else. So treat email as the master key. Turn on two-factor authentication for email and your highest value accounts. When you can, prefer app-based authentication or a hardware key over SMS, because travel adds weak points. You might lose access to your home number, and SIM swap or number port scams can happen. Save recovery codes somewhere secure you can reach if your phone is gone, and make sure your key passwords aren't reused across services. Then do a quick app diet and update cycle. Delete what you don't need, update what you keep, and audit permissions. Finally, turn on device tracking and remote wipe, and confirm you can sign in from a second device. You want to discover missing passwords at home, not overseas. Connectivity is where many travel problems start. The rule is simple: don't borrow risk. Public Wi-Fi is borrowed risk because you don't control who's on it, who named it, or who's watching. Use it for maps and logistics, but avoid financial logins, password changes, and sensitive approvals, especially when you're in a crowded place where someone can watch your screen. A safer default is your own connection, which is why many travelers use an eSIM or local SIM. It reduces the urge to join free airport Wi-Fi when you're tired. Plan for two paths to the internet, a primary plan and a backup, even if the backup is hotspotting from a second device or a travel partner's phone. The point is not perfection. It's staying functional when one option fails. Watch the small tricks. Fake Wi-Fi names often look almost correct with one extra character. When in doubt, ask staff for the exact network name, or skip the guessing and use your own data. And remember, auto-join is convenience, not safety. turn it off for public networks so your phone doesn't connect without your consent. Across every destination and budget, phishing is the most consistent threat. Messages pretend to be your bank, airline, hotel, rideshare, or support, and they push urgency. Travel creates real urgency, which makes the scam feel plausible, and a scam that lands at the exact wrong time can be indistinguishable from a real alert if you act on autopilot. Your counter is a speed bump. When a message demands action, don't tap the link. Open the app directly or type the site yourself. When support reaches out, don't keep the conversation on their terms. Contact support through official channels you initiate. And treat one-time codes like cash. Legitimate support does not need your verification code. If you hand over a code, an attacker can reset passwords, add their own authentication, and lock you out fast. Protect your email first. If email falls, everything else becomes negotiable. That's why strong authentication, clean recovery settings, and a unique password on email matter more than almost anything. If you want a simple way to run this without overthinking it, I keep a one-page digital and money safety checklist you can follow before you leave and during your trip, plus optional tools that help with connectivity and coverage planning. Those are linked in the description, and using them supports the channel at no extra cost to you. Travel money should be boring. Separate spending from savings so your life account isn't exposed daily on the road. Use a dedicated travel card or travel spending account when possible, and keep limits sensible so a compromise is annoying, not catastrophic. Turn on alerts that matter, especially purchase alerts and login alerts. Alerts are only useful if you can see and act on them, which is another reason reliable connectivity matters. Carry at least 2 payment methods that don't live in the same place. One on you, one stored separately, plus a small emergency cash reserve. If you use a mobile wallet, remember it's still a payment method, not a backup plan by itself, so keep a physical fallback. Then adopt a no surprises rule. Don't let your card disappear behind a counter. Don't pay from random links someone texts you. In many places, tapping your phone or using contactless reduces card handling and makes skimming harder than older habits. The goal is simple: keep your credentials from being copied or reused. ATMs are a classic travel pinch point. You're outside, distracted, and about to enter a PIN. So you slow down by 5 seconds every time. Prefer bank branch ATMs during open hours over isolated machines. Scan for wrong, not perfection. Anything loose, misaligned, or unusually bulky near the card slot, keypad, or screen is a reason to leave. Cover the keypad while entering your PIN, because cameras and shoulder surfing happen. Control the cash moment. Step aside, put money away discreetly, and don't count bills at the machine. And be cautious with help. In some cities, friendly strangers appear the moment you hesitate, offering assistance that turns into distraction. Your safest default is simple: no help from strangers at an ATM, ever. Keep small walking around cash separate from your reserve so a minor loss doesn't become a trip-ending problem. Even careful travelers get hit. The difference between a disaster and an inconvenience is speed. If a device is stolen or you suspect a takeover, cut access first. Lock or wipe the device. Change your email password. Revoke sessions. Freeze cards you don't trust. Contact your bank through official channels you initiate. Don't negotiate with an attacker through texts or DMs, and don't keep clicking around trying to figure it out while the clock is running. This is why you prep recovery before you leave. Know where your recovery codes live, how you'll reach accounts from a backup device, and which numbers you'll call to freeze cards. If you're traveling with someone, coordinate. If you're solo, make sure you can do it from a laptop. Many North American banks let you freeze cards in-app, which is great, but it only helps if your account access wasn't the thing that got compromised. Email protection and backups still come first. Document the basics, save screenshots, note times, and keep your timeline simple. You're not writing a story. You're regaining control and preventing repeat damage. Here's what this looks like day to day. In the morning, glance at alerts and balances just enough to catch fraud early. During the day, keep your phone locked, avoid surprise links, and prefer your own data over random Wi-Fi for anything sensitive. When you pay, keep the transaction in your sight and your control. When you use an ATM, do the 5-second scan and cover the PIN. At night, recharge devices and don't leave your digital life scattered across cafe tables, lobbies, or shared chargers. Before we close, if you want the checklist and the travel tools that help reduce common headaches on the road, they're in the description, including options for staying connected and protecting purchases while you move between cities. Using those links is a simple way to support Safe Miles at no extra cost to you, and it helps fund more calm, practical guides like this one. Digital and money safety on the road isn't about fear. It's about removing the failure points thieves and scammers rely on. Rushed clicks, borrowed networks, exposed recovery paths, and single points of failure. When you reduce exposure, add smart friction, and keep options, your trip gets lighter and your mind gets quieter. If this helped, like the video, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next Safe Miles videos. And if you want the one-page checklist and the tools mentioned, check the links in the description. Until next time, stay calm, stay aware, and keep moving.